I just read so much that I always go blank. But if I look back, some of the two books that I think were fundamental in understanding just the complexity of human relationships and everything. There was a time when I would obsessively read and reread Harry Potter. And by the way, this is when I was well into my first job. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. I loved I still love Harry Potter, the books, even more than the movies. And I think the best ride I ever did at Warner Brothers Studios was the Harry Potter ride. So I have to say, I went to this convent school in Bombay. We had a really strict principal. Because you can go through, it could be a good day, it could be a bad day. And she always said this. She'd say this in our school assemblies. And she'd say, today is the first day of the rest of your life. You turn over the page, nothing stops you from going out and doing whatever you have to. Hi, I'm Ruchira. When Sakshi first came to me and told me that she wanted to do an off-the-record, off-the-clock episode, I have to admit, my first impulse was to just run away and hide. So I tried to tell her about how I read books. I like doing really mundane, boring stuff, hoping she'd run away. But here I am, off the clock, off the record, spending time with Sakshi and trying to make myself sound a little more interesting than I think I really am.
Ruchira, firstly, thank you so much for doing this for us and welcome to Off the Clock.
I am happy to be off the clock.
Before we dive into everything else, I want to understand from you who is Ruchira Jaitley beyond the CMO title.
Oh yeah, well, it's difficult sometimes to remind yourself of who you are, but it's really important to do so. I think I like to think I'm a really chilled out, easy, and by the way, my team will tell you that that's not the vibe they normally get from me. But chilled out, easy, love my music, my books, my little corners where I can like just curl up and spend maybe a day. I'm that kind of person. I'm also, I guess, the kind of person who, so it's a very weird combination of someone who needs my own time, but equally will also go out to experience stuff.
So while it is difficult to write, it is also difficult to voice out what you feel, right? I think it's a bigger challenge because sometimes you don't feel as judged when you're writing, but
Yeah.
when you talk about emotions and how you feel. So, Ruchira, my next question to you would be something that is very important.
Okay. I'm worried. Okay, go on.
So, has there been a book or a paragraph, perhaps,
Yeah.
that has changed your perspective in life? And so many years into business,
Yeah.
who we were yesterday we are not the same
Yeah.
people anymore. Walk us through that journey.
So I like to think that books are some of the ways in which they can make you think of things in ways that you've never thought of them before, right? Some books remind you of your life. Some books tell you about things that you don't know. To your question, I just read so much that I always go blank. But if I look back, some of the two books that I think were fundamental for me in understanding just the complexity of human relationships and everything. The first one's the Mahabharata.
Oh, wow.
I read
I
an
didn't see that
English, yeah, you didn't see that coming. It is an English version published by Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan and by Kamla Subramaniam. That's the name of the author. And she's written it very simply. It's this thick. I must have read it about 4 or 5 times because she actually talks so much more about the relationships, what everyone was going through, not just the events of the Mahabharata. And the weird thing was, I gave it to my daughter, and she's read it a couple of times at least because it's so simply written, but it is so evocative and it leaves such an impression on you. I thought even Harry Potter had many lessons for me. There was a time when I would obsessively read and reread Harry Potter. And by the way, this is when I was well into my first job. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. I still love Harry Potter, the books, even more than the movies. And I think the best ride I ever did at Warner Brothers Studios was the Harry Potter ride. I think I did it thrice.
One particular cocktail
Yeah.
that represents who Ruchira is as a personality.
so difficult to choose.
No, this is tough.
So I love a good Don. First of all, if I'm drinking tequila, it has to be like Don Julio.
Okay.
I'm very, very picky. Yeah. So Don Julio Paloma, really fresh and lovely to the summer. Love it. I've even served it at home many times and it's
Okay.
just fantastic. People love it. So there were people who didn't think they could switch from other spirits and said, no, I really like this. Because tequila has this image of you keep slamming it down. And
Yeah, and you're slopped.
that's completely not the case. If you're drinking a really high quality luxury tequila, you should be sipping it and enjoying it, which is what Don Julio is. The other one is there's a new cocktail that Johnny Walker Blue Label has launched. Now, here's the thing, right? Most people think that you don't put blue into a cocktail. I think it's the most indulgent, it's the most luxurious thing to that is the other one that it's served in a champagne flute. It's called 1975. And yeah, I love it.
Ruchira, my next question would
Yeah.
be about your role now. What is the hardest part of being a woman marketing alcohol, especially in a country like India, where there is a conflict with women drinking?
I think there is a lot of data that says that today penetration in the most premium spirits is actually being driven as much by women, not just men. So I think a lot of those myths are being busted.
Yeah.
And it's a really exciting time. It's also a time, by the way, where there are lots of different behaviors coming in. There's zebra striping. I follow zebra striping. If I'm out for an evening, it's a long evening, I will mix a non-alcoholic drink with an alcoholic drink. I'm there to enjoy myself, to enjoy socializing or being with friends. I do like having a drink, but I'm not there to drink through the evening steadily. So that's not my jam at all, right? So there are lots of these new trends and a lot of women therefore feel more comfortable participating in the category because there are no norms about what you can and can't do.
What is that one words of wisdom
Oh,
you'd like to give people in general? I will not say marketers, I will not say people from the industry, colleagues or other set of leaders. In general, what life has taught you, and there is a realization because of all the experiences you've had.
yeah. So I have to say I went to this convent school in Bombay.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a really, really strict principal. I mean, all the usual. And she used to say this one thing to us, which I have to admit stayed with me. And then it also became something which, because you can go through, it could be a good day, it could be a bad day. I mean, you go to bed and you wake up the next morning and sometimes it's still on your mind, whichever way, right? Or it's a tough day ahead. Or there's a lot that's... So I think normally you listen to, you think of things like this when you're going through something or when you've got something coming up which you think is going to be really tough. And she always said this. She'd say this in our school assemblies. And she'd say, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Yeah. And when you think of that, it's like you have just like a completely new chance. It's a fresh opportunity. You wake up, you turn over the page, nothing stops you from going out and doing whatever you have to. And you know what? If you screw it up, tomorrow you can come back and start all over again. So I like that philosophy. I like the philosophy that there's nothing that says that just because there was one thing that went right or wrong, that's going to determine the rest of your life. And I think this, in this world, this generation, this whole digital footprint, I think the downside of all of that is it just stays with you for so much longer. There was a time when things happened and you just moved on. Now, you're going to be looking at that, obsessing about that one photograph where you look like shit, your hair looked like crap, the moment was not a good one, the day was a bad one, you made a complete ass of yourself in some whatever situation. There was some feedback you got from someone and that message and you keep going back and like scratching an old wound. You keep going back and looking at it. You don't need to. Give yourself a break.
Yeah, I think we're too tough on ourselves.
Yes. I think particularly younger folks coming into the workforce, etc. today, don't be too tough on yourself. We all learned by screwing up only.
I'll take that as I'm learning from today's interview, and I've learned a lot. Thank you so much for being candid.
Okay,
Great.
thanks.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye.
From breaking barriers in spirits marketing to finding solace in music and books, Ruchira left me with one thing for sure, that our leaders are so much more than just the boardroom victories. Thank you for viewing Off the Clock and see you for the next one.